Hello, welcome back to the start of another weekly vlog. It is Wednesday morning. Normally I kick these vlogs off on Mondays, but Monday was our engagement anniversary and I actually had to end up closing out last week's weekly vlog on Monday. So I was planning to kick this vlog off yesterday, but if I am being totally honest with you, yesterday I had a little bit of a meltdown. So Monday we spent the day celebrating and being happy and just reminiscing on our engagement and that whole weekend and how wonderful it was. And it was like a really nice day. Lots of like sweet messages from friends and family, and it was just a really, really great day. And then Tuesday I woke up and I started doing some research and ended up down a rabbit hole, kind of realizing that I don't know that we're gonna be able to have the wedding that we want to have in May. Things have gotten so out of control that it's gonna take something massive, whether that's the vaccine being ready. I don't see that happening by May. Even if it's ready, I don't see it being widely distributed. Even if there is a shift in the government administration and they put in some better measures to help control the situation, I just don't know that by May we're going to be able to have 250 people from all across the country fly in and gather indoors in May. Like I just don't see it happening. I'm not gonna have another meltdown today, but that was basically what happened yesterday. Is I truthfully was just freaking out and I was frustrated and I was angry and I was sad and just all of these things. And I think one of the things that I struggle with, a couple things. One, I see all these people on social media that are doing all kinds of creative, unique things for their wedding. And I'm so happy that they found something that worked for them, that made them happy. That's just not what we want. Like, we both envision a large wedding, not large, like grand, like fancy, but like a lot of people and all of the people that we love there. And we don't want to sacrifice that. And I guess I feel guilt when I see people do these like creative things and people are giving them so many props for making it work. And I'm like, should I be trying to do that? Should I be trying to make it work instead of just like being sad about the situation? I don't know. That's one of my struggles. The other struggle is all of the people that keep telling me that like it's about the marriage and not about the wedding. And like, I get that. I get it. It is about the marriage and it is about the rest of our lives. But like, most of the people that say that are people who are already married. And so I get that they have perspective that I don't, but they also got whatever wedding it was that they wanted without having to deal with a global pandemic. They got to have a wedding. So like, I think it's hard to say like, just forget the wedding and get married at City Hall and just be married. Like, it's easier for someone to say when they did get the wedding that they had planned. So anyways, I just feel like well, from coming from all sides, I have not felt, this is getting way more emotional than I intended. I'm glad I'm kicking this off before I'm getting ready. It's just becoming a lot more stressful than I guess I thought it would be. And you know, we have a couple of things booked. We don't have a ton of things booked. If we do have to reschedule or postpone, it's really just the venue and the photographer and the cake. I guess those are the three things that we've put down deposits on. We picked a caterer, but I didn't sign anything with them yet. So that's where we're at. That is why I didn't hop on yesterday, even though I kind of just did it again today. But I am ready to have a good day. It's Wednesday. I am gonna start by actually getting ready for the day first thing in the morning because I have 2 Zoom calls at work and then I have lattes with Laken. So I would be getting ready for that after work anyway. So I might as well just do it before work and like be slightly more presentable at work. So I'm gonna do that. I'm not doing like a full face of makeup. If you watched 2 weeks ago weekly vlog, I did like a whole get ready with me and I did like what I do when I'm getting ready to film or be on camera, and that's not what I do for like Zoom or for lattes with Laken. I typically will just do concealer under my eyes and then any like spot treatments that I need concealer. I will do some like color on my cheeks, so some bronzer and some blush, and then I will do the nude eyeliner in my waterline, and then I will do mascara. Those are like, that's like the basic that I do when I just want to feel more put together. And then I think I'm gonna do something with my hair. It's kind of, I washed it yesterday. I should have waited and washed it today because I kind of like when it dries natural. Although now that I get my hair cut, the natural wave in my hair is not quite, I don't know, it's not as when it's longer, it does a better job of drying naturally. It doesn't do as good of a job when it's shorter. So I might just run a curling iron through like 4 sections. You just grab like 4 big sections and run the curling iron through it to give it a little bit of something that doesn't look like this. But that is the first thing. Well, I've been awake and I've done quite a few other things already today, but that's the next thing on my list. All right, here is the finished product again. Just a little bit of light makeup to make myself feel like I am put together for my work Zoom calls and then to go live later today. And then I curled just the bottom. So I ran the curling iron from the top all the way down to smooth out the hair, but then I only curled like the very bottom just to give it a little bit of body and bounce. I figured this out, I don't even remember when, but last year at some point when I was traveling and I didn't want to take both a curling iron and a straightener. And so I figured out how to really like not straighten because it is still curly on the bottom, but like have more of a straightened hair look with a curling iron. I have tried to be the person that curls my hair with a straightener and I cannot figure that out. So I figured it out the other way around. Oh my goodness, y'all. We just got done having a very delicious lunch. I know that I talk about Jessica Braun a lot on my channel. If you haven't checked her out yet, she is a beauty YouTuber, but her channel is a little bit more lifestyle now. It's not just beauty, but her and her husband do vlogs. And I just love watching them. I feel like we're very similar, like we're around the same age. They do have a 2-year-old daughter, but they met in the theater industry. That's how they met, and they live in Indiana, and I just adore them. Anyways, she recently talked on one of the vlogs about a meal idea that she had learned from a friend, and they tried it and were obsessed with it. And the secret is when you have a grilled cheese sandwich, instead of having tomato soup, you just have a little bit of pasta sauce. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. I went over to the pantry and I was like kind of just looking for something easy for lunch. We have some leftovers, but that's what I had for dinner last night and I didn't feel like eating that, and I just was like, I don't know what I want for lunch. We have like lunch meat and cheese and bread, obviously. And I was like, well, I could just make a sandwich. And then I was like, oh, I could make a grilled cheese sandwich. Oh, but we don't have any tomato soup, and that would be so nice. And then I remembered what she said, and we did have a jar of marinara sauce in our pantry. So that is what we had for lunch, and it was fantastic. And you don't need that much. Like, it's just a little bit of marinara sauce, dipping it. It's almost like you're dipping a cheese stick, except it's a grilled cheese with marinara sauce. And it was fantastic. I feel very satisfied. Very satisfied. And now I have to get back to work, but I wanted to tell you that I got a big box. I actually got 2 boxes today. One is my new Makse Life planner, and I am so excited. I'm so excited to share them with you. That video will already be up by the time this vlog goes up, so check that video out, as well as a comparison between the Makse Life and the Power Sheets. I'm also really excited for that video. I've been asking other people questions. I've been just really gathering my thoughts for those videos, and I'm really excited to put them together. But this giant box from Amazon is, I'll go ahead and open it. It is an organizer for my memory keeping stuff. So we are headed back to Chicago for November and December, and so I am going to be working on December daily at my mom's. Now, I shipped my 2020 December daily order to my mom's, and it already arrived. I thought it was going to be closer to the end of the month, and so I was like, it doesn't make sense to get it shipped here. It still didn't make sense to have it shipped here to then drive it to Chicago. Like, it still makes sense just to have it shipped there, but it stinks because it already arrived and I can't play with it for like another couple of weeks. But I have other memory keeping, so that stuff will eventually make it into this container as well. But I also have other memory keeping supplies that I want to take with me to Chicago to work on December daily. And while I'm there, I am going to need to move my December daily products around different places. So I wanted to get storage that was both portable, but also had smaller compartments that I could actually organize the stuff instead of just like have it in one big thing. So this is what I ended up getting. It is a good size. Like I feel like obviously once you put stuff in it, it's gonna be heavier, but I still think I could easily even carry it between the 2 apartments if I need to. I was debating between this one and a pink one, and you know, they have the measurements on Amazon. That's where I got it. And this one was bigger, but somebody in my DMs thank goodness for them. Finally sent me a side-by-side comparison. She happened to have both, and this one was just so much bigger than the other one. And I was like, no, I need that extra space. So it is kind of, it mimics like a tackle box, and that's what I originally started looking at. And then I found this one that really is more meant for supplies, and it's a much prettier color than most tackle boxes. So it's got this big open section at the top, which will be good for like scissors and adhesive rollers and like big, you know, big stuff that takes up a lot of height. And then on the bottom, it's got 3 like little individual drawers. The other one had 4, which I was kind of excited to have maybe some more little categories, but I think that this will work out fine. So it's got 4 drawers. The first one is skinnier. It's like, it's pretty narrow, but this will be perfect for all the little itty bitty tiny memory keeping like embellishments. And so we've got all these different like dividers so we can separate them up differently. And then we have 2 of this size, which doesn't look like it has quite as many dividers as I would like. It only has 5. So I'm not gonna be able to split this one up into as many small sections as I would like, which is kind of a little bit of a bummer. And I also, I don't know, I think this is the exact same thing. I don't know why I'm opening this one. I thought that I would be able to take out this, and then I could put all of my papers in here, but I don't think that that is going to happen. So I'm not gonna organize it as part of this vlog. I will share in the weekly vlog that I do organize it. I think it'll probably be the next one. I will share how that goes. I kind of wish one of these didn't have dividers. I guess I can just put all of the paper stuff up here. I need to figure out a way to really organize the paper stuff, like all the little cards, you know, like the 3x4 cards and the 4x6 cards. Right now I have them all in this thing. Well, not the December daily ones, but I have like different ones in these little drawers, but I'm not going to be taking these little drawers with me because these, again, they're nice here when they're staying in one spot, but they don't travel well. Like I can't just carry this around my mom's apartment if I'm going to work on it in a different room. So I don't know, to be determined on that, but I'm really excited about my new toy. Hello, it is Friday morning and I am taking today off to work on some PlanwithLaken stuff. I'm super excited that I'm very glad that I have this ability really this year. This is a 2020 thing. One of my goals for this quarter was really to focus on content batching and freeing up some of my weekends, because prior to a couple months ago, I was working on PlanwithLaken every single weekend. And I mean, that's how a side hustle works when you are working a 9 to 5, right? And like I pushed through it last year, and during this year when we were not doing anything social, like it was fine. Like it didn't make that big of a difference for me to work every single weekend. But now that we're starting to do social things again, and now that I'm trying to figure out a long-term sustainable balance, that's really what I'm trying to figure out. I'm not gonna hustle like this for forever. It's just not, like, that's not feasible for my mental health. So I've been trying to figure out ways to have weekends completely free, and one of those things has been batching my content, being able to film stuff in advance and then have the weekends off, which is like last weekend I didn't do, I mean, I did the photo shoot, but like that was fun. That wasn't necessarily like filming and editing, and that was a one-time thing. It was just, it's nice to not have to do any filming and editing on the weekends because everything is already done for the week. And for the most part, that's going to be the goal. There are obviously going to be exceptions to the rule, especially when there are new product launches. And right now we have the new power sheets and the new Makse Life planners coming out. By the time this video goes up, the power sheets will have already launched and the Makse Life launch will be around the corner. But I have a lot of products to go through and show. And so in reality, I could work today and do that over the weekend. But because of what 2020 has turned out to be and the fact that I have all of this unused vacation time. So at my company, we get a set number of vacation days, and then we also get the option to purchase additional vacation days by taking a small chunk out of our paycheck. So we can purchase 1 to 5 additional vacation days each year, and basically they're unpaid vacation days, but instead of just like not getting paid for that day, they divide it by each paycheck. So I get a smaller amount taken out of each paycheck and I get an additional 5 vacation days. And I've been doing that every year that I've been working full time because I have family out of state, and I have to use vacation time to go visit them. And I also want vacation time for myself. So I've always bought days. However, the negative, I guess, to buying days, besides losing the money, is that you can't carry over any days into the next year. If you don't buy days, you can carry over up to 5 days for the next year, but if you buy the days, you can't carry them over. So even this year, I was kind of thinking the company might do something special because they know that people haven't been able to use their vacation days, but pretty much every time they send a COVID-19 email update about like what offices are opening up or when we're gonna open and blah, 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 it always says in there will be no changes to the vacation day policy, use your time. And so since I'm not using my time to travel, which is pretty much all I use vacation days for in a normal year, I have been able to use a vacation day here and there to do things for PlanwithLaken. I had one in last week's weekly vlog and then this one as part of this week's weekly vlog. So this one is nice because it's a Friday, so like my weekend started early, but just like the last one, I still got up at my normal 6 a.m., did my morning routine, and then I edited. Again, I just feel like that is like the right flow for me. And even, yes, I do play like, you know, fortune teller and think like, well, what if this was like my whole life? Like, what if every day was like this? And like, I would still want to get up at 6 and do my morning routine. And then it feels like that 7:30 to 9 time, I can do something productive sitting down. I'm not ready to get up and work out yet, but I'm not ready to talk to somebody yet. And that, for the 2 days I've taken off, has been editing. But if the goal is to have everything edited in advance, then like, I'm not gonna edit every single day. But anyways, I would figure out what to do with that 7:30 to 9 slot. That's really something sitting at my computer doing something productive that is not mindless, but not like super thinking heavy. And then really my energy to work out is this like 9 to 10 time slot. I'm not doing that today because I just have so much filming and editing to do. And seeing how everything got away from me the last time I took a day off, I'm just not gonna risk that again because I need to get these videos done. So I am going, well, Sam's actually cooking breakfast right now. So I'm gonna eat breakfast with him and then I'm gonna get ready and then I'm gonna do my filming. I am filming 3 videos today. I'm filming the Power Sheets flip through, the Makse flip through, and then the comparison video between them. And it's interesting because all 3 videos have both a forward facing component and a top down component. And I'm not doing each video from start to finish. I'm doing all the front facing from start to finish. So all 3 videos, the front facing piece, and then all 3 videos, the top down piece. So I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna film the front facing stuff. That shouldn't take as long because for 2 of the 3, it's just like an intro and an outro. So get ready, film the front facing stuff, and then film the top down stuff. And I'm hoping to get all of that done before lunch and then stop, take a break, have some lunch, and then get to editing and get all 3 videos edited, uploaded, exported, all the things, so that they're all ready to go for you guys. They will all be out by the time this vlog goes up. So if you haven't checked them out, go check them out. I'm excited about all of these new products. All right, while the camera is in top-down mode for filming, I wanted to show you my Madefor box from this month. I already took it out of the box, but not a whole lot came in it, unlike last month. If you watched my unboxing last month, which came with an hourglass and the water bottle and another notebook for journaling throughout the entire thing. Like that first box had a lot of stuff in it. This one has a lot less stuff in it. Now I do need to give Madefor props though, because my box accidentally got sent to Texas because it was totally my mistake that I forgot to change the address. So it got sent to Texas and they sent me a second one anyway to New York. So that was really great of them. Super, like I appreciate that a lot. However, I have some feelings about this actual month. So it is gratitude. And so I haven't read the book yet. That's on my list of things to do today. So, I'm going to read all about it and why it's beneficial and why we're doing the activities that we're doing. And then this is the card where you like check off the thing. So there's also a bracelet. I was wearing it already and then I took it off, but it's got, I like the bracelet idea, by the way, to remember, like every time I look at it, I do remember that that's the focus for the month. It helped me a lot during the water one. And so then this is the checklist. So the things that we're doing for gratitude is 1 daily gratitude for 21 days. That I can totally do because I already do that on a daily basis. And then 1 is you have to write an essay. And I'm sure the book is going to tell me what that's all about. And then you have to send 3 gratitude cards and then write and deliver a gratitude letter. So it sounds like we're doing a lot more than just writing down things that we're grateful for every day, which is interesting because I thought that this program was only going to be daily things. Like I thought it was only going to be things that we did daily. And so when I saw gratitude, I was like, oh, we're just going to write something we're thankful for every day and that's going to be it. But we also have to do these other things, which I think is interesting. And that's what this kit is. I'm pretty sure that the book will tell me exactly, but there's like these little postcards that already have stamps on them. So there's 3 postcards that have stamps. I'm assuming that these are the 3 gratitude cards. And then there's pages of like plain paper. I'm assuming this is the essay or the letter. I don't know if they're the same thing or not. Like the silver lining essay and the gratitude letter. I don't know, we'll see. But they have the little Madefor logo on them, and there is an envelope. I kind of wish there was a stamp on this one too, but I guess maybe you're gonna deliver this one to somebody that you are like with all the time, so you don't need a stamp. But I like that they already include the stamp. I think that that's helpful and somewhat covers the cost. I mean, again, the cost of this program is, it's not cheap. So I don't feel like this one in particular from a what you got product standpoint even remotely comes close to the cost for this month. And I know that's not the point. Like it's not, you're not getting $75 worth of product every month. By the way, if you haven't clicked on it, that's how much it is. Okay, it's $75 a month. It's not cheap. But it's about more than the products. It's about the process and like actually doing it and the impact that it has on you when you actually do the things. And then there's also a lot of Zoom calls and like check-ins, and I was not good about doing those last month, and I'm gonna try to be better about them now going forward, so that I actually get something out of it. But that's supposedly the other value is the Zoom calls. And then there's ongoing Zoom calls, by the way. Even when you're done, there are Zoom calls that you can join in like afterwards. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I just want to show you what I got in the mail and give you my like initial thoughts on this month's challenge. Once again, I didn't get done near as much as I thought I would. I don't know. My ability to estimate filming and editing times recently has been very, very odd. For somebody who has had a YouTube channel for this long, it's just been taking me a lot longer, and I don't know if I'm distracted. I think one of my editing delays is that my computer is being very, very slow. Like slower than normal. And so, I mean, I've had it for 2.5 years. I feel like it should last that long, but I use it a lot. I'm tempted to take it in to Best Buy and just like ask them and be like, hey, can you like make it go any faster? Is there anything I can do? Or is it like time for an upgrade? I don't know. It's something I've been toying with for a while now. I have a Windows, and I have gotten used to a Windows editing software, and that I just think that the Apple computer products are incredibly expensive. I just have never felt like they were worth the money. I had one Mac laptop at one point in college because my first college laptop was a Dell, and that fell apart. Well, it like stopped working, it crashed. I lost a bunch of stuff. So then I was making pretty decent money at my college job, and I really just wanted a Mac because I thought it was cool. So I bought one brand new, and it feels like it does the same thing as my Windows computer, but it's starting to be a little bit slow. So I think that is slowing down my editing time because I have to, like, it takes a second for things to keep moving. And I think that that's part of the problem. Anyways, I still got a lot done, even though I didn't get everything I wanted to done, and that's okay. I have decided that I am gonna post the Power Sheets video tomorrow. I wasn't sure when I was gonna share it. I was thinking maybe I would do one of the videos Monday and then the bonus video Tuesday, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna bonus video it tomorrow. There's a bunch of people that already have the videos up. They didn't say like you can't share by a certain date, but I was trying to make it close-ish to launch, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and upload it. I mean, it's uploading right now, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and publish it tomorrow. But I'm just so excited. I'm so excited to share. But now we are gonna have some dinner, and then I think I might try to bang out edit one more video before we call it a night, just because tomorrow the game is at noon. Even if I wanted to do some work before we head out to watch football, the game is early. So I don't have a ton of time in the morning, so I might try and do one more tonight. Also, the one thing on my to-do list that I didn't prioritize as an early task and should have was ordering groceries. It was on my list for today, and I thought that I would just be able to order them and get them delivered today. I wasn't even necessarily thinking for dinner tonight, but at least get them today. And I forgot, like I legit forgot because I just haven't been looking at my planner. Oops, planner fail. I filled it all out and then didn't look at it because I was like, oh, I know what I need to do. I need to film, I need to edit, and that's what I've been doing. And now it's 6 p.m. and I went to order on Instacart and they were like, no, the first available delivery is tomorrow. But the earliest one is 10 to noon tomorrow, and the game is at noon. And I don't want to risk, I've had them be late before, and I don't want to risk missing kickoff because I'm waiting for the grocery guys. So I picked a time on Sunday, which sucks, but it is what it is. We have plenty of food. We will make it until Sunday without groceries. I'm out of half and half. So I'm gonna have to figure out coffee. I pretty much knew this was happening when I said last night in the vlog that I didn't have half and half and we didn't get groceries yet. that I was gonna go get Starbucks this morning, and I'm excited to get back in bed. I have my laptop. I'm gonna finish prepping some of the videos and enjoy this delicious drink. Okay, my hair's kind of reaching that point where like I probably should have washed it, and had it been an afternoon game, I probably would have, but I just didn't have time to. I mean, I would have if I got up early, but I didn't end up having time to wash it and then have it dry. I think I've mentioned this places, I don't blow dry my hair. It takes my hair so thick, it takes forever. My arms get tired. I know I could probably purchase a nicer blow dryer and it would work. I have a blow dryer for emergencies, like when that's a thing, but I don't typically blow dry my hair. I let it air dry, and then I will heat style it if I'm styling it. So anyways, I didn't have time, so I'm really pushing it with my hair today, but I wanted to talk about the dry shampoo that I have been using. I got this because Jessica Braun recommended it. Surprise, surprise. I'm pretty sure it's closer to a drugstore price. It may not be as like the cheapest one at the drugstore, but it's not a high-end dry shampoo. I got it at Ulta. It smells incredible, y'all. Like, this is the best smelling dry shampoo I've ever used in my entire life. So it is Eva NYC, and I will link it below, but I am obsessed with how it smells. And I mean, minus this like one little spot that I sprayed way too close, it's okay. It's like my hair, it's fine. It'll be fine. We're sitting outside. It's not like, I'm not trying to be super fancy. But I also wanted to say, I was thinking about this as I was getting ready. If you live in the South, or if you went to college in the South, you understand that college game day is a big deal. And especially women, typically, we would dress up for game day. Like, it was like even guys, actually, they would dress up too. Like, I had multiple dresses that were burnt orange, and I would wear dress, full face of makeup, hair done, cowboy boots. Like, I dressed up. That was the most I probably dressed up all week during college, was for game day. And as much as I loved it, and it was a blast. For 4 years, I had an amazing time, and I loved it. I am very thankful that now, as an adult, I guess you're an adult in college, but as a out of college adult, I can go watch a football game in my leggings and my t-shirt and tennis shoes, not cowboy boots, and I am putting on some makeup. All I have left to do is mascara, and then that's it. Like, I'm not doing full face of makeup. I'm not, my hair is somewhat done from yesterday, but like, I literally am just putting some dry shampoo and running a brush through it, and that's it. Hello, it is Sunday afternoon. Freshly showered, finally decided to stop being super lazy. I mean, I've done a few things this morning, but for the most part, I've been pretty lazy today. I did do some shopping. Today was the last day of the Wild collab sale, where Wild for Planners hosted a combined sale where a bunch of shops had the same discount code, and so I ordered from a bunch of new to me shops. I can't wait to get some of those orders in and share with you all the fun things that I got. But for the most part, my day's been pretty lazy, and now I am sitting down to watch the Cowboys game and just enjoy a Sunday afternoon of football. Sam is making tuna salad. It's like one of the things that he makes that's delicious, and it's so nice to have it on hand.
Wow, you think I'm delicious?
I think your tuna salad's delicious.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Love it.
The Cowboys defense is absolutely terrible, in case you were curious. But yeah, yesterday was good and bad. I mean, the Longhorns lost, but it was a great game, 4 overtimes, and we had a great time with friends and just safely sitting outside and enjoying the fall weather and the football and the food. Oh my gosh, the food was fantastic. So we've gone to this location for the past few games, and we've been ordering from either like the Texas menu or the normal menu, but because this was a noon game, they gave us the brunch menu, and they had this eggs Benedict on potatoes. So instead of a English muffin, it was like a baked potato. And we talked about this last week. I'm a potato fan, and it was delicious. It was fantastic. And then we went and had dinner actually with another couple, another one of my bridesmaids. It's so funny. I saw them both last weekend when we went dress shopping, and then I saw them both yesterday, but separately, one to watch the game with her and her boyfriend, and then we went to dinner with the other one and her boyfriend. And it was nice to just to catch up with them. I can't remember the last time I saw him. It's been a long time. So it was nice to just catch up and have some delicious food. We went to our favorite sushi place up here in the Upper East Side, which is BYOB, and it's the best. My dad gets all the credit for finding the sushi place. When he came to visit me a few years ago, he was trying to find a sushi place because that's what he wanted for dinner, and so he was on Yelp trying to just find something that had a bunch of good reviews but was reasonably priced, and he found this one. It happens to also be BYOB, and now we go there all the time. So yeah, now I'm gonna go watch the Cowboys game and hope that one of my football teams can pull out a win this week, because it didn't go well for the Longhorns, and it's not looking good for most of my fantasy teams right now. All right, I have had wash my makeup brushes on my to-do list for basically ever since we got back to New York. Because I didn't take any of the stuff to wash it with me down to Texas, so I've been planning to do it since we got home. but the timing just has not worked out. It's like, it has to be this perfect storm, right? I like to do it here in the kitchen because there's way more counter space than in the bathroom. So it's just to have a place to put them after I wash them without having to like turn around and put them like on the toilet seat. It's just a huge pain. So I like to do it here in the kitchen. So it was the timing of the kitchen sink being empty and not having dishes in it, and me not needing the makeup brushes for like at least 24 hours because it takes a while for them to dry. And I've actually been putting makeup on more regularly the past week or so because we've either been going somewhere or I've been on camera a lot, either filming stuff for YouTube or just like for work. I've been on camera a lot. We've had a lot of Zoom calls and I just have been putting makeup on. So the timing hadn't worked out, but right now it is halftime and I'm going to take advantage of this empty sink and the fact that I don't need to put makeup on until probably at least Wednesday for Lattes with Laken. For the actual brushes, I use this Beauty Blender Solid. Sometimes I buy the Ulta branded one. It's just like a little, it looks like a bar of soap basically, and you just get the brush wet and then swirl it in there, and then I like rub the brush on this thing, which is a Real Techniques washing thing. I got this at Ulta too. Anyways, like I said, sometimes I buy the Ulta brand, but this Beauty Blender brand one was on sale at some point, so I actually have a backup of it too. And then I use the Beauty Blender like liquid. I think this was probably on sale too, but I like this. I actually like this one. Like I would pay full price for this to wash my actual beauty blenders, although these are the Real Techniques ones, not the Beauty Blender brand. That was a lot. But I think, I don't know, when we go to Chicago, I might just take this and I could use this on the brushes and the Beauty Blender. Because I definitely wish I'd had something down in Texas. I felt really gross. I was probably doing my makeup once a week-ish, if that, but I still felt like I really needed to wash my brushes. So I'm gonna turn on a weekly vlog that I love, which is the Braun family. I've talked about them before, and they just uploaded a new weekly vlog. I was like, it's perfect. I'm gonna turn their vlog on. It's about the exact same length as halftime, so I'm gonna get these brushes washed. I've used that tip before, by the way, when someone is like, I need something to reward myself, and you don't always want to buy yourself like actual physical products, because whether you have a decluttering goal and that defeats the purpose, or you have a finance goal and that defeats the purpose, using episodes of your favorite podcasts, YouTube channels, TV shows when they finally come back is a great way to reward yourself. So like, I'm gonna do this task that I'm not so excited to do, but I get to watch a vlog that I'm really excited about while I do it. Or if there's a TV show you really wanna watch, but you need to do something else first, well, you do your other thing and then you reward yourself with that episode. So that's just a tip and trick that I give people when they need a reward that is not like a physical object. Well, the Cowboys won at a cost. If you are not a football fan, or you didn't watch the Cowboys game, or by the time this video goes up, if you didn't see the news, the Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott went down. And as of right now, they haven't said anything about the outlook for his return and how bad it is. We don't know anything yet, but it sucks. Yeah, it sucks for my team. Like, yeah, it sucks for their like season, but more importantly, it sucks for him as a person. Like, you root for your team, you root against the other team, but like, you don't ever wish that one of the players goes down and gets injured. Like, you don't wish that on anybody, on any team, on any player. And so, I mean, since it's a team that I love, it sucks, but it just that's when you're reminded that they are people and that they're real people. And like, that is an impact on everything for him, not just like the Cowboys and football. Like, who cares? Like, he's a person that's hurt, and that's not okay. So that sucks. They did win, so at least one of my rivalry games this weekend went well, but it's rough. It was a rough ending. And now, so one of the things I've been trying to do in the evenings, every evening, not just Sunday evenings, is turn off the big lights in our apartment, like the overhead lights, when it's time to like wind down and start like thinking about bed. So it's like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and like we're done eating and it's time to kind of relax. And so what I do is I turn on all the lamps. Some of the lamps were already on, but I turn on all the lamps. I turn my hatch to its like nighttime, night light setting, and then I turn off the big lights just to kind of start to get us to wind down. And your body will produce melatonin faster, like all those things. So that's what I've been trying to do. And so now what I'm gonna do is make some raspberry tea. I've been mentioning this in a few places, but I'm trying to do some things that are better for my body in terms of my cycle. And like, I I haven't figured out quite like what to schedule when in my life based on my cycle, but I at least am trying to do some things that I know are good. And one of the things that the person I follow on Instagram for it, her name is Berry on Berry, she talks about this raspberry tea that is really good for like those muscles. But like there's something about it that's really, it strengthens those muscles and really helps with like cramps. And I get very bad cramps. So I am gonna make myself a cup of raspberry tea and I'm gonna plan out next week. If you watched the video that went up Monday about my Makse life versus the power sheets, I talked about that like I don't feel like I need a weekly planner anymore for forward planning. I don't feel like I need it. But what I need to do is get my Google Cal and make sure that nothing overlaps, and I need to pull some stuff that I know I didn't get done last week into next week and kind of just map some things out there. And then I am going to try setting up my plum paper daily in advance. Not all the details, like not everything, but I'm gonna set up the whole week, all the headers tonight. And the reason I'm doing that, I was talking with some of the members of my Patreon about it, that I want to order my next plum paper daily with the headers already printed on there, because I think that on the days that I'm not motivated to set up my daily planner, having at least the headers already in there is just like one less hurdle for me to jump over. I am all about making things easier. What can you do to make things easier? You gotta put the book on the nightstand, you gotta have the vegetables cut and prep. Like, what can you do to make your goals easier? And for me, using my daily planner definitely has an impact on my goals. And I am so much better setting up my daily planner at night. However, I'm also more tired in the evening than I am in the morning. So it's just a combination of all those things. I am hoping that if I have the headers pre-printed, and I've been using pretty much the same headers like on my plum paper daily for the past couple of months. I've been very consistent. The only time I sometimes change is on the weekends. That's the only time I sometimes shift. So I'm gonna play around with it. I'm gonna start by setting up the entire week today and see how I feel about that. Like, see if that makes a difference, and then I might go ahead and order my 2021. I'm also gonna try a new pen this week because I've had a lot of recommendations to use this pen in the plum paper. I've been using a gel pen, so typically the Sharpie S Gel is the one that I grab for, and I like the way that it writes on this paper the best, but I don't like the ridging that it leaves on the other side. And since I'm doing all the headers in advance, I really want to avoid the ridging on the other side. I like the Papermate Flares. I love the Papermate Flares, are like my favorite pen of all time, but it just doesn't dry fast enough for me on this super smooth paper. And then I know a lot of people also recommended the Micron, but I don't like writing with those pens. I just don't like the way that they write, and that's why I switched to this daily to begin with. I mean, really the coil is why I switched, but also I was excited to use a pen other than that Micron. So I'm gonna try the Sharpie pen out this week. I don't think I like it as much as a gel pen, but I think I'll enjoy that there won't be any ridging on the other side. The other thing I'm debating, I was texting a friend about this. I really want to order a daily that starts in November, even though my current daily goes until the end of the year. And I want that for a couple reasons. One is I want the headers pre-printed, right? If I decide that's what I like, I want that sooner. I don't want to wait till January. Two, I don't want to have to take two planners with me to my mom's. Like, we are going November, December, and then like, or even if we drive back the first week in January, like I will want my January start planners with me. So that's gonna mean like 2 sets of power sheets, at least my new Makse. I probably won't bring my current one, to be honest. What else? Like, and so it just seems like it would be easier if I just do 1 6-month now and have it go from November until April. The other thing is that timing works out perfectly to our wedding. Fingers crossed, if we get married May 1st of next year, that plum paper would end April 30th, like right before our wedding, which is kind of crazy. The other thing is I want the smaller coil. Talked about this in last week's weekly vlog, but I want no add-on pages and I want my plum paper on the smaller coil so that it's just a little bit more manageable. So I'm gonna do that this week, and if I decide that I like it, I am going to order my plum paper at the end of the week and for a November start with headers, no add-ons. So that is where I'm at, but I'm gonna go ahead and close out this week's weekly vlog here. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you so much for watching. Happy planning. And I did what I would do if I was filming. It's a nice, oh, it's falling apart, hang on. But if the goal is to have everything edited, not again, that's all I meant. Sorry, I'm distracted by football. And then I swirl it, not swirl it. By the way, I say that all the time. I say it like a couple reasons I say that.